What is up, everybody? Today we are going to be replacing my old steering wheel with a brand new one. So this should look a lot better in the E30, get rid of this old bulky steering wheel, and it should perform pretty good. And today should be a good quick install video, but without further ado, let's get into today's video. My name is Ryan, this is Project Race Car, let's get into it. So we're first going to want to make sure that the wheel is straight, and basically, again, this is a really big, bulky steering wheel. I'll actually compare the size when I get this thing off. But what we're first going to do, since this thing does have an airbag, is we're going to go in the trunk and disconnect the battery. That way the airbag doesn't sense any movement and explode on me. So that's going to be good. If you're pulling off the steering wheel and you have an airbag, make sure to always disconnect the battery. So after disconnecting the battery, you're always going to want to make sure that the airbag sits a little bit just so that the charge isn't still there. And on the back of the steering wheel, there are two bolts holding the airbag in place, and they are T30s. So you'll want to get a screwdriver. You can fit a T30 screwdriver in. But while that is sitting, we're going to replace this old shifter because I don't like the style of it. It doesn't match with the rest of the car. So I got this sick new one that should look a lot better. And I just got it off of Amazon. So I'll link this one and the steering wheel assembly in the description down below. And all you have to do with BMW is just yank it up. So if you look inside the shifter, you can see that little tab in there, and that just fits on this. So all we got to do is just slide that bad boy on there and make sure it fits. But I think that looks a lot better. It's a little bit shorter, so that's good. But yeah, we'll get this like completely pushed on. I think there was glue holding this other one in, so yeah, so that's solid. But looks much better, so that's good. Cool, so now that that's on, we're going to get the T30 right behind here and just start cranking away. So we're gonna loosen the bolts on both sides, and then the airbag should be able to pop out. And now that I have the two bolts disconnected on the back, the airbag pops out, and that is the bolt that we're after in the middle. So I'm gonna pull off this tab. Again, be very careful whenever you're working with airbags, but this is why you disconnect the battery, because you don't want this bad boy to explode. The center bolt is a 22 millimeter or 7/8. So just in case you don't have a 22 millimeter, you can use a 7/8. So I made sure to make sure that the steering wheel was locked. And then what we'll do is we'll put the key in the ignition, and then so that it unlocks the steering wheel, and we'll be able to pull this thing off once I get this bolt out. Cool. Oh. There is still a cord connected in here. Well, she's off, boys. What is this cord? I'm gonna figure out what this cord is and what is holding the steering wheel on, and I will get back to you guys. Well, I was being dumb, and it's just connected to this. It was tucked in there so much that it looked like it was just a random cord, but we got it off, and we got the airbag 2 out, and I plan to sell this, so I'm gonna try to keep it in good condition to try to make some of my money back. See if anybody wants a old steering wheel. But we'll get the new setup all ready, and it should be a quick and easy install. So the size of the steering wheel is the biggest reason why I wanted to upgrade, because you can see how big the original steering wheel is, and that just makes the car feel so much bigger than it actually is. So with the smaller steering wheel, it should look a lot better, as well as get rid of that ugly airbag, because no airbags, we die like men. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later, and I got a new Momo steering wheel hub. And this one I did check and it does fit. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of just a basic one, but it will bolt up to the steering wheel. So we're going to get this on. We're going to disconnect the battery again so that we don't drain the lights, the battery for like keeping the dome light on. And then we will compare the two steering wheels and kind of get everything bolted up and set up. So just to try to show you guys a size comparison difference, this is the original wheel and this is the wheel that I got to replace it. So you can see that it's significantly smaller on just all the way around. So it should give a lot better look and a lot better feel since the steering wheel is actually smaller. And we might end up changing this a little bit. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take off our quick release. And then I'm going to clean just around here just for peace of mind to get all the dust and crud out of here. And then pretty simple, this thing just pretty much sits on here. And then we put all the bolts together and just seal it in. And then the main screw will go back on here, and we'll put some red Loctite on the bolt just so that it doesn't come back out. And also what you want to do is you want to make sure that the holes line up correctly. So like if I were to put the holes in now, the steering wheel would be faced like this. So we're going to try to get it as straight up in the air as possible for just regular alignment. And for this application, we're gonna need to put some like washers in there just to fill some of the gap. And then we will put some Loctite on this and then attach the steering wheel and attach the horn and everything and get everything all set up. Okay, so we got the steering wheel all hooked up. I got it as top dead center as possible, but it feels so much better, the actual size of it. I know that I'm gonna be able to tell a difference because that one is so big and bulky, and I know that the small steering wheel is just gonna make the car feel as small as it actually is. So this is gonna be a for sure much needed mod, as well as again, it's gonna feel super good just driving it around. Unfortunately, I won't be able to test drive it today, but I will do a review maybe a little bit later. I might tag it onto this video, but we'll see. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to reconnect the battery, get it all kind of clean up everything, and we will take Greta later out this week. She has some sort of leak, so we will need to fix that and kind of dig down deep and look at that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We should be doing more mods to the E30 coming soon. Just so you guys do know, Momo is the one that the steering wheel hub is from. So I'll go ahead and link that in the product in the description down below. But look how much better it looks. I'll show you guys a before and after, but it cleans up the interior a lot. So again, super satisfied. And again, pretty easy install. But until next time, I will see you guys later. My name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Peace.